Mr. Schiebel.
The House of Representatives convened in the 73rd General Assembly hereby commemorates National Small Business Week, May 1st through 7th, 2022. The Colorado House of Representatives recognizes that America's strongest economic growth in almost 40 years has been driven by the resilience of our small businesses, who, despite a worldwide pandemic, continue to pioneer innovative solutions to our country's greatest challenges and create opportunities for families and workers. From the storefront shops that anchor Main Street to the high-tech startups that keep America on the cutting edge, to the small manufacturers driving our competitiveness on the global stage, small businesses are the backbone of our economy and the cornerstones of our nation's promise. By supporting small business, jobs are created and local communities preserve their unique culture. This country's 32.5 million small businesses create nearly 2 out of 3 jobs in our economy. We must therefore resolve ourselves to find ways to support our entrepreneurs who create jobs and who can spur economic growth in America. Each year since 1963, presidents of the United States have issued a proclamation recognizing National Small Business Week to highlight the programs and services available to entrepreneurs through the U.S. Small Business Administration and other government agencies. The members of the Colorado House of Representatives support and join in this national effort to help America's small businesses who do what they do best, grow their businesses, create jobs, and ensure that our local communities remain as vibrant tomorrow as they are today. On request of Representatives Naquetta Ricks, Dylan Roberts, Shannon Byrd, and Mark Snyder, given the 6th day of May 2022, State Capitol, Denver.
Representative Ricks.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, each year, National Small Business Week is celebrated during the week of May 1st through the 7th. The aim of this week is to honor the entrepreneurs of our country who have played their part in bringing new ideas to life, growing our economy, and events are hosted in different places, and top entrepreneurs from every state are given awards for their performances. Today, 32.5 million small businesses employ almost half of America's workforce, and that makes up 99% of the businesses in the country. Small businesses represent the heart and the soul of countless communities. According to small business data, there are almost 675,000 small businesses here in Colorado. They employ 1.2 million people in our state, which is about 48% of the Colorado workforce. These businesses make up 99.5% of the Colorado private businesses here in Colorado. Since the founding of this nation, people have come from all over the world and started out as a small-scale business owner in the hope of making it big. Many came in the gold rush during the Colorado Gold Rush days and used their haul to start their own businesses. It is to this custom that the catchphrase, "the land of opportunity," was created. And many Americans still dream of becoming business owners. Our small businesses have made tremendous contributions to the country's economy. The Small Business Administration was created by the federal government in 1953 to counsel small business owners and to enable them to prosper and grow sustainably. The first Small Business Week proclamation was done in 1963 by President John F. Kennedy. And to celebrate and honor entrepreneurs in every state with awards and special recognition. The number of small businesses continue to grow every year, and millennials and Gen Zers are 188% more likely to create a side business, or 20% of the small enterprises fall in the 28% of small businesses will fall in the first year, and nearly half of them will fail in 5 years. COVID-19, as you know, took an incalculable toll on many lives and livelihoods. And despite the creativity and resilience of our small businesses, hundreds of thousands of small businesses closed. Main Street was shuttered, and millions more were out of work. The pandemic had a disproportionate financial impact on Black small businesses. Black business ownership declined nearly 40%, which was the largest drop of any ethnic group. Even before the COVID-19 pandemic that plagued us, the racial gap was wide. According to Harvard Business Review, Black female entrepreneurs are launching businesses at 17% more than their white counterparts, but only 3% of those businesses will mature. And in the metro area, 1 in 6 entrepreneurs are immigrants. So immigrants are a new group that are starting businesses, and they are more likely to start their own businesses. We applaud our small businesses for their ingenuity, their innovation, and creativity. And I want to give a shout out to all of the 2022 Small Business Award winners.
Representative Larson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And yes, members, I do just want to come down here. As many of you know, I owned a small business before this, as many of the people that serve in this chamber do. This has been, the last 2.5 years have been some of the worst for small businesses, and it was an important thing to celebrate before that. It is imperative now. So I just encourage everybody as they go about their business this week, and indeed weeks forward, to just be cognizant of intentionally patronizing small businesses. I can tell you, we have ubiquitous kind of larger brands, and there's nothing wrong with large, chain stores. But that little bit of business that you might be giving to, a larger international conglomerate doesn't really make a difference to their bottom line. But a lot of these smaller businesses, it's a life changer, especially in the last 2 years, where people have been shuttering doors, people have been laying off employees, people's livelihoods have been taken away from them. For the businesses that are still around, go in, and rather than going and getting your, for instance, morning coffee from the big green lady, go patronize a local coffee shop like a Pablo's or something down the street. It does make a difference. I promise you the people working there will appreciate it, and just that recognition. So thank you again.
Thank you, members. Representative Van Bebber.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Until one owns their own small business, I don't think you can quite possibly imagine the real meaning of blood, sweat, and tears. Making sure that a small business functions is not just a 9-to-5 job or even an 8-to-5 job. It's with you 24/7. And in order to make that job successful, it does take a team of people. So I give my kudos and my hats off to all small business owners here in Colorado, because you are the heartbeat of this state.
Representative Snyder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I won't repeat what all of my wonderful colleagues have just said, but the most important thing we can do is shop local, buy local. If you're going to buy an Easter lily for your mother this weekend, go to a wonderful local florist. There's so many great options there, and we can talk all we want, but the number one thing everyone in Colorado can do is support your local businesses by spending your money there. So let's make a commitment to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, members. Are there further